Aloha, Sylvan Bell coming out from Sacramento, California, May 13th, 2017, 3:18 in the afternoon. Perfect day to talk about sales. It's always a good day to talk about sales. And today, we're going to talk about rules. But first, I got to remind you, there's nothing fair about sales, there's nothing fair about business, and there's nothing fair about life, okay? So this conversation is brought to you by being fair and not being fair. So, it doesn't matter where you work. Every company, every organization has different rules how things go. And I see this a lot. I see this about once a week out of 1 of 5 forums that I'm in online, where the person says, hey, I work for this organization and I wasn't around and somebody came in to buy and they bought from a different sales guy even after I worked with them, okay? So I want to remind you, yes, there are scumbag people in the world of sales that will steal your lead to take the commission. It does happen, okay? But here's the other thing. If you have rules of your organization that say if it's not in the CRM, it doesn't count, you need to know that. And if you come whining and complaining and saying it's not fair, that's one of the rules, right? It's like when you get pulled over by a police officer for doing 140 miles an hour in a 65 mile an hour zone, you can't really use the thing it's not fair because it just sounds crazy. It's the same thing when I hear salespeople say this over and over and over again. I've worked in organizations where they say, hey, look, I got this client, I knocked on his door, I met him somewhere, and for whatever reason, the company doesn't want to pay me extra commissions because this is how it works some places, for bringing that guy on board, but when they looked in the computer, that guy was already a client, okay? So, like in the mind of the salesperson, it's not fair because I talked to him and I knocked on the door and I did whatever, but he was already in the database, okay? So, I'm gonna give you something that you can do that's really gonna help you out. It does not solve all of your problems, I know that, but it does help, okay? So here's what you do. You grab your cell phone, mine just doesn't happen to be in my pocket right now, and you pull out your cell phone. And after you talk to the person or you text them, you shoot them a message, and this is a message. Hey, this is Scott. I want to let you know I'm looking forward to meeting with you. Not everybody in the building knows who I am. Sometimes they don't know if I'm around. So here's what I want you to do. First off, I want you to call me before you come out and before you come and visit, and I'll be sure to be here to take care of you, okay? That's one thing. Now, there's a couple things built into that is you have some, if they've never met you face-to-face, there's some rapport, right? They hear your voice, they see what you look like, and you've warned them. Call me before we come in. It does not always do the trick, okay? But if you work for an organization and you're complaining about the rules after you've been there for a while, you should know what the rules are. This is one of the questions that you should be asking if you're going to a place where they have ups or they have other salespeople. How does it work? What do I got to do to protect myself? And whatever their rules are, that's what you got to live by, right? Because it's not fair. I get it. It's not fair when somebody steals a deal from you. I've had it happen to me. But I've also been on the receiving end where I've gotten a deal from somebody and I didn't know that I was taking it. And it happens. It's part of the sales world. Sales is not fair. It's not ever going to be. Tomorrow, the next day, the next year, the next month, the next decade from now, sales will never be fair. Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right or to the left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then last of all, you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.